my gosh, where to go? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I was trying to be super sneaky and run around and see if you guys could end up guessing where we were. But then where to go did something really sweet. Thank you so much for gifting those subs to Brave Kadia and Star Kitten. Welcome you two to the nest. I haven't even thought about what we're putting in the nest today. Maybe it's these freaking adorable birds. Look at how cute they are. Oh my word. But alright guys, so while I go ahead and figure out what the heck we're putting into the nest, do please let me know, how have you all been today? Sorry that our stream is like almost an hour late. I had a headache and so I took a nap, and then when I woke up, it was already 7. So it took me a little while to get everything going and to make sure my internet would work for it. But it's important to take care of yourself when you're not feeling well, and that was a very good nap. So welcome you two, welcome, welcome. And pudding, right? Okay, if I look for yellow species of bird, maybe we'll put some yellow, yes! We'll put some yellow species of bird into the nest today, friends. And let's actually drop in one of my favorites, who I do have pictures of, but we're gonna go ahead and just grab for Brave. We're gonna go ahead and turn you into the very first animal that we're going to learn about today. And that is going to be, oh, I need to make a whole new pile of birds because that's a bunch of chickens. Burbs. There we go. All right. So, Brave, welcome to the nest. We're gonna go ahead and transform you into an absolutely lovely, dun 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 dun, yellow burb, one of my favorites, all-time favorites. I always love when I see them here in North Carolina. The American goldfinch. Freaking adorable. Look at its tiny little beak. It is so cute. The males are this bright, vibrant yellow coloration with the little black wings. The females, not so much. But that's because they don't need to be fancy to attract a mate. They're going to go ahead and take good care of their babies. So the American goldfinch, one of my favorites. Let me know if you guys have seen them. And then I have never seen this bird in my life, but I really want to. Apparently it's not super uncommon. Oh, hey, Susie. Hi, welcome. So good to see you tonight. Apparently it's not super uncommon and it's found through most of the US, but how many of y'all have heard? Oh my goodness. Oh, Mimi, thank you. And Star Kitten, really quickly, how many of you guys have heard of this bird? The yellow-headed blackbird, which is apparently hanging out somewhere in North America, and I have never had the glorious opportunity to see him. Apparently all of you guys over on the West Coast, and especially through the Rockies, will have this guy bouncing around. Absolutely glorious. What? Tell me about the yellow-headed blackbird. You guys! Okay, hang on here. Look at the yellow-headed blackbird's scientific name. This guy is epic. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up. All right. Do you all see the scientific name for this amazing creature? Right freaking here. How do you even start saying Xanthocopelius? Who gave that bird such an epic, like, warrior name? That makes me want to rewatch, like, Xena. All of the things of Xena. Try to pronounce that, I dare. This is Xanthrosimorius. Followed by the Xanthrocephalius. Xanthrocephalius, a medium-sized black bird, and the only member of its genus. What glorious creatures have we discovered in like the first 5 minutes tonight? I freaking love it. Every single night we learn about some new animals just because we dive into the nest and see what we have. Oh. Alright, let me go ahead and tuck this guy away. All right, hi guys! Hi guys! Oh, hey Paint Seagull! Your guess is Xanthro... Oh, Kakara Moon! Oh, Kakara Moon, thank you so much! Welcome! Holy guys! Like, there's so many of you. And Ren, there's a pretty broad range of blackbirds here. I've seen others that are black that have red and orange shoulders. Are those the red-winged blackbird? Because I love those sassy guys. They're so cool. All right, let me go ahead and catch up with how all of you have been doing. And I am so happy you're finally able to catch another stream, Kahora Moon. I'm so glad I was able to wake up from my nap in time to actually do some streaming. Paint Seagull and Matthew, your guess on how to say that glorious bird's name. is Xanthrocephalus. Xanthrocephalus is a wonderful, wonderful name. And Coley, thank you. Thank you. Also, Rin, you see them all the time in the swamps where you live? I am so envious right now. I have never seen this bird in my life. You know what I think Chips and I should do as maybe a safe like honeymoon in case we still can't travel internationally next year? Because we wanted to go to Shanghai for our for our honeymoon, or Hawaii again to see some of my family. But if we can't do that, I think I need to head out to the West Coast and do some bird watching. We might have to do like a birding tour of the Rockies and the West Coast and go hit like the best birding spots, which I don't think are going to be very populated in the US, and see what we find. And Kaharamoon, I'm so glad you're able to catch up on this stream. And also, where to go? I freaking love the idea that I'm actually going to make this a magic spell now. We're going to use this guy's name, the Xanthrocephalus, as a magic spell. A lot of you guys don't know this about me, but I really wish that I could play D&D with a bunch of people. Alas, I have nobody to play D&D with. But I make up all sorts of characters, just in case. One of my characters is a bard who grows cheese and mushrooms in his beard. You would definitely consider him like a freegan, like in The Sims 4. Because he's super relaxed that way. Really doesn't mind what he eats. Yeah, he can brush the bugs and the mold off. But he only uses music that is interpretive bird song. So he doesn't have any instruments. He just whistles and sings, and he caws, and he does interpretive bird song as his magic. And now I want to make a new mage who is going to have a magic wand where his spells are going to be the scientific names of birds, and each spell is going to be related to that species of bird. So I don't know what this guy's magic spell would be, but just imagine like whipping out your wand and being like, Xanthrocephalus, and then a bird flies at like the enemy. That would be epic. Alright, I know, wouldn't that be so amazing? Oh, and his name should be Xena. That would be so cool. Yeah, Crunchy Bones. I've thought about doing like some virtual D&D, but I think like one of the biggest memes about D&D is trying to create a stable D&D group. And if any of you guys do D&D, let me know how much truth there is to that. Is one of the biggest challenges of doing D&D actually having a stable group who shows up every week for the sessions on time. All right, let me catch up with you guys, and then we're going to go in. We're going to clap over these adorable burbs, goldfinch and Xanthrocephalus today. And then we've got a lot of stuff to do today. We're going to pop in and do the wedding photo, and then I need to show off Post-Woman Siri. Little post-person Siri, all dressed and ready to go. She's not a pilot, she's a post-person delivery person. But all right, let me check up. All right, so Antlered, hey! Because you found a college course about birds, I went looking, and now I'm taking an entomology course for college. It's free without a certificate. That is so cool! I definitely want to take more courses like that after we're done. And then let's see. Animals! Hey! Oh, that's so cool. Oh, you were in the frog catching contest. I'm so happy that you were able to meet that. I can't wait to meet us and do that. I can't wait to do another shark catching, tagging, mind you, competition sometime this month. I don't know when we're going to do it, but do keep an eye out, guys. We might do a couple of them and just like have a bunch of like summer days where we catch a bunch of sharks together. That would be so much fun. And then... oh, Toby, thank you. And Susie, so good to see you. Oh, and Wolfie, yeah, that'll be a nice little honeymoon for us to go do one day. And little Bug-Eye, thank you. Our ornithology class for our bird class is going pretty well. Thank you very much. We've only done the first little bit of it because we've been so busy, but my day off is coming up tomorrow and Wednesday. So we usually spend those days going over our bird class. And that means I will come back once I am done with my weekend, which I take in the middle of the week, so I can be here for you guys on the actual weekend. And we'll hopefully have a lot more bird facts to share with you guys. All right, catching up. Hey, Science. Aww. Page of an unread book. Just real quick, I'll answer a couple more questions. About having a dream journal, my joy journal. Do you only write good things? What about sad things that happened, that allowed good things to happen? I write everything that I'm grateful for in my journal, Page of an unread book, and that includes moments where I really grew, even if there was a sad thing that happened before the growth moment or the happy thing. Life isn't about always keeping it like in a happy zone because it's organic and alive. It's about figuring out how to grow, I think. So yeah, everything goes in there. Oh, you guys are playing D&D right now. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Oh heck. Oh, I'm so glad that you guys have a good time playing D&D. And thank you guys so much for the hype train. That was so freaking heckin' fun. Just what a great way to like wake up from my nap and get moving into this. Oh, and Annie, I'm so glad that your new kittens are doing well. Holy cow. It is amazing to see so many of you, even though I'm a little late tonight. And I'm really excited for tonight. So alright guys, let me go ahead, check my tea. And we're going to try to stay focused tonight because I don't have as much time as usual. Sir Baguette the Third, the wiki is not going just yet. I have no time to work on that, and I need to figure out how to delegate it better to more of our Discordian members. But we will have the wiki one day. I am insistent on that. I might make a wiki working on the wiki day at some point during the week. But alright. Let's check the to-do list. So today's to-do list is fairly short. We're going to work on wedding pictures. We're going to spend about an hour on mail time. And I have some very important announcements that post-person Siri is going to be giving everyone about regulations that may be changing for Wildberry when it comes to gifts and mail so that we can keep up on all of it. So we have some important announcements once we land back on Wildberry shores. And if we're really lucky and I manage to get as much mail as done tonight as possible, we're going to take all of the clutter that results from that mail to the dump in Sims 4 and see how Nettle is doing, because I am having an amazing time with our Let's Play for The Sims 4 Eco Lifestyles. I still want to call it Eco Living because that's the cooler name. And I cannot wait to share how amazing dumpster diving is with you guys. Just to give you a little preview, just really fast. Guys, today I was recording a few episodes to prep for the Eco Lifestyle Let's Play we're doing with Fern Green. I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys will give it a chance. I'm loving it. And do you guys want to see? The Discordians already know if you guys were glancing in the Sims chat. But I was having my Sims dig through the trash. And would you like to see one of the things that they found in the trash? You know, I was just minding my own business. Here we go. Let me shrink the picture down so it's the right size. And just to give you a preview of what might be happening later tonight, you know, Gene, really sweet freegan guy, doesn't mind eating out of the dumpster. He was digging around in the dumpster, and it turns out you can get a whole wide range of objects with this new trait, including sometimes items from the debug, which I don't think are supposed to be there, but because of the mods I have, appeared there anyway. And you may go, debug? Isn't that the category where you just have like the clutter objects that help to create the world show up, Siri? Why yes, guys, that's the debug category. And this is what showed up in the dumpster today. Gene got an eyeball. He found an eyeball in the dumpster. So yeah, I think it's supposed to go on top of the alien, like the little aliens you can get in The Sims, and they made like two pieces of it, like the alien and then the eyeball, to work together in debug mode. And I found an eyeball in the dumpster. Backlog, what a waste who would throw out a perfectly good eyeball. Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's an enriched eyeball demon back into the dumpster, right, Awkward? And hey, Alicia, welcome, welcome. Yeah, so that may happen tonight, but I think that that permanently made, like, I found the eyeball in the dumpster. Those of you guys who have seen my Spore series know how terrified I am of free-range eyeballs. I don't appreciate eyeballs that aren't attached to things, or just eyeballs that have legs, or tentacles, or are on trees. Hey, Mungo, welcome, welcome! Not a fan of free-range eyeballs. It's just creepy. It's one of my, like, things that I don't like about Halloween. That being said, the moment I got that out of the dumpster and realized the wide range of sometimes accidental modded items that can slip into things your Sims can find, I fell in love. It was pretty instantaneous. I think the things that you can dig out of the dumpster range across a huge category, and it instantly and permanently sold eco lifestyles for me more than anything else we've ever done. So yeah, we're gonna be hopefully getting a chance to dig in the dump today, and I am very much looking forward to that. Freaking eyeballs. Oh, exactly, Ren. It's like the eyeball plants from Spore all over again, and I very much do not like them. They're just one of my skeezy things. But alright guys, now that we have gone ahead and I have shared that disturbing news with you, we're going to go ahead and pivot. And we're headed... Nope, why do I always go inside? I always think Reese and Cyrus are hiding in there waiting for me. Back out we go. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do the wedding picture for Reese and Cyrus really quickly. And a quick reminder... Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Quick reminder of our last couple wedding pictures we've done for them. We grabbed, last couple pictures we did for them. Reese and Cyrus with Cyrus's adopted snapping turtle family in attendance at a forest ceremony that they had for their wedding. And we also, yesterday, ended up making Reese and Cyrus's abandoned chapel with mushrooms and giant bugs sanctuary, which that was amazing. That was really cool. So I'm very excited to see what happens tonight. And yes, some of you guys have been seeing. If any of you have Clubhouse games, I would love to set aside a night to play games with all of you. And that could include Mario Kart as well. Because Chips and I have been playing a lot of Clubhouse games. That's currently our date night. We have been playing a lot of them. I'm in love with Hex, and he loves Yacht, which is also known as Yahtzee, but not if it's copyrighted. We also were playing like Smack'em Little Air Hockey earlier. Connect 4. Yeah, we were playing Pigtail. I take a screenshot every time I win because it's not that often. And I would love to play some of those games with you guys as well. All right. Yeah, Mario Kart on stream would be so fun. Behold my wide arrangement of games. All done. I need to work on my Switch library. All right. But let's go ahead and take this picture with Reese and Cyrus. Good to see you, Harvey. Yes, I do want to do more anniversary photos with them. All right. Let's head in there. We got this. And I've got some tea. And then Smaggle Daggle, 51 Clubhouse games is more for more than 2 people isn't really a good idea. I believe only like 8 or 9 out of the 51 games are available for 4 players. Very true. However, I do think it would be really fun to play Clubhouse games with maybe a few people, like 1 or 2 people at a time, but also against Chips. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna level with you guys. I really want to get Chips to play Clubhouse games with me, and I wanna see the war of who's going to be cheering for him and who's going to be cheering for me, and how we could win. I very much want to try that. All right. So, and we could do it tournament style too, Paint Seagull, which I think would be a lot of fun. Tournament style, like Connect 4. Who knows? I'm not very good at Connect 4. All right. And yes, Crunchy Bones, we are supposed to do for the month of June daily anniversary pictures for Reese, right over here, lovely Reese, and Cyrus. her love of her life and her husband. They're celebrating their anniversary for the entire month of June, and they want us to take pictures of that anniversary celebration. Every day that we show up, there are new special items and a new special gift. And I hear today's gift is supposed to be really good. I'm 1 day behind. I'll try to catch up soon, but let's go ahead and see what they would like today. Oh, Siri, I'm so glad you're back for another shoot. I've got something fun in mind. Everything has just been lovely so far, but it's a bit lonely. What a difference one letter makes. Anyway, I was thinking it would be, oh, lovely and lonely. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Oh. Anyway, I was thinking it would be great fun to actually build the shoot around a reception-style party. So if you wouldn't mind, work your magic here and we'll invite all of Wildberry to join us. What do you think? Are you up for it? You guys, we get to invite everybody to the wedding. Isn't this going to be incredible, darling? And we can help out too. You just do your thing with the set and we'll take care of the invites, okay? And then when everyone's here and everything's in place, would you mind staging the scene? All right, all right. And we've got some new furniture. Okay, guys. A cute set with plenty of pink and white. Got it. All right. Oh, and thank you, Annie. All right, and where to go? Oh, that's so cool. Wait. Hang on 1 second before we do this. Where to go? Can you drop that into the gaming section of our Discord? Because if there is actually like a bird related D&D, I need to know. But all right, that being said, we need to redesign this room for a reception. Oh, hey! Jess, welcome back to the nest for your second month in a row. Let me pull up another random yellow bird really quickly just for you, my friend. Because heck if like one of my favorite things to do on these days is not but look up new species of bird that I am not entirely... Look at this proud thing. Jess, you're gonna be a glorious, glorious bird. Another one that I have never seen before. But it's ridiculously cute. All right, let me pull that up and then we're gonna go ahead and start making a wedding party, my friends. And this guy I have never seen, but apparently this species of warbler can be found anywhere from up in Canada. So this is for some of you Canadians. And it can also be found in, okay, it's either found in Canada and some of the Northeast, or it's found in like South America. I love warblers. For crying out loud, warblers. Like they have like two modes. They have Canadian or South American, and they just spend half the year in both. But Jess, welcome back to the nest. You are going to be the Blackburnian warbler, who either spends their time living in southern Canada and the Canadian prairies, or they're in South America, hanging out, let's see. Yeah, in Central and South America. And very rarely, apparently they get blown across the ocean during migration and end up in Western Europe. So if you're in Western Europe and you see one of these guys, the tiny little bird was trying to make it to South America and got blown away by the wind. I love warblers. They just have like their two seasonal modes, Canadian, South America, nothing in between. I love them. I know, warblers are so freaking cute. But all right, let's go ahead and deck this place out. So they're looking for a pink and, did she say blue or white? Either way, I'll just throw a bunch of furniture down and I'm sure it'll be fine. All right, I want to actually do the white wedding wall. Oh, that's so cool. And then let's get the pipe organ in here. There's a wedding arch now. Oh, and there's a little wedding welcome board. That's cute. And you know what? We do need to feed whoever's coming. So let's get a couple tables down. I don't really think we need the chairs, but you know what? We'll put down a few chairs so people can have a chance to eat. And let's get the cake. There we go. All right. And then let's go ahead. No. Let's get on the walls and let's fix these walls. All right, that's better. And better. 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 All right. Then we'll do that. And then let's rearrange some of these pieces because we're actually going to have some of the Wildberry citizens come in tonight. And I feel like we need to make a dance area and put Julian in the middle of it. I really feel like Julian would need to have a dance zone where he would be able to show off his stuff. All right. In fact, what I kind of think we should do, we'll put like a little welcome to the wedding thing right there. Let's move the bride and groom over to the side. Because as wonderful as they are, if Prince Julian is here, they are no longer the stars of the show. We'll go ahead and put the wedding table behind them. Give me just a minute. Try to get this right. Oi. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if Prince Julian's gonna be here, like, sorry, Cyrus, it's no longer about you. It's about his fabulousness. All right, let me move these chairs. We'll put some of the crew back here. I know, Julian does need a dance floor, right? Yes! Oh my gosh, British Lemur, it's so good to see you. I absolutely think that old man Octavian needs a chair for his cranky back. Oh, thank you, Budding Trubs. I will go ahead and try to customize the wedding board. You can customize all of these pieces, and I just haven't played enough with them. But it's really easy. I love the photo area, by the way. I remember when Animal Crossing first came out, I didn't really think I would use the photo thing very much. Now I'm completely enamored with it. I really think that the photo section has become like hey Dara! Has become one of my favorite things to work with. What about you guys? Do you do a lot of pictures in Harv's Island? This is so perfect! We can do a custom design! We can totally set something up for like a little cafe. Oh, that would be adorable. And if you do something see-through, like with little paw prints, if you do something see-through, you'll still have the welcome sign behind it. Like we could do welcome with a few little honeybees. I'm gonna do that. Like welcome with cute little honeybees on it. Nice. And then what else could I potentially add in here? All right, let me see if we can find something for Prince Julian. Or maybe he would just be dancing in the center. Once upon a time, Prince Julian was a timp villager. Oh, Paige. True, but no longer. No longer. I know. Julian absolutely wouldn't let the wedding just be about them. Come now. I'm sure he's probably sure. Oh my gosh, actually. Can I sit Julian on the bed? Somehow? Is that possible? Like, can I just put Julian, like, I could totally see him lounging on this rose and just, like, spiraling up and, like, look at me. As he, like, sits in the middle of this rose in the middle of the floor. Let me see. Like, he might make the rose try to bloom and then, like, do a dance out of it. That sounds like an epic, over the top. Like, is this now gaudy or is this cool level of ridiculousness that Julian would be into? Ooh, and let's do a whole bunch of the cherry blossom petals on the ground. And I think we have now made this pretty epic, guys. Sky can play the piano! We can have Sky be the one at the piano. I love that idea. I don't think the rose thing is going to work as much as I want it to. All right, let's put the beautiful blossoms. Okay, fine. There's just a bunch of sakura blossoms over there. I wanted to put some of them over here. And maybe one more. Dang! Why don't we decorate our rooms in our house like this? This is pretty epic. The anatomical model, British lemur. Oh my gosh. I should have put skeletons as like the guest. That would have been kind of funny. If we have flamingos as the guest, is there just a flamingo flying? Okay, that's kind of funny. Not quite going for that though. Let's copy another chair. Actually, I just got a new chair last night from Wisp. I was really tired, but I stayed up long enough to grab this new chair from Wisp if I can find it. I wish these were a little easier to sort. And I have, if I can find it, here we go, a velvet stool. And that would be perfect to be able to put down to play music on, I think. All right, there we go, guys. You know what? Yeah, this is a little too big, so we're gonna go ahead and remove it. But let's get the villagers in here, because this is actually really nice. Wow, we made a proper little wedding zone. There's so far, other than Prince Julian, there's not going to be anything silly about that. Okay. Cranston! You guys! They come dressed for the wedding! My boy Cranston! He's dressed for the wedding! Oh my gosh. You can even invite Harvey. You can invite Wilbur. Wilbur in a top hat. Oh, please. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, Octavian! Why does Wilbur look like a spy? Could he just be like one of the officiants or something? This is amazing. Okay, we're gonna put Meringue over in the seat over here, being cute. Oh my gosh, we'll put Cranston next to her. They're so cute. Octavian, what are you wearing? Come here, old man. Oh my gosh. Sky, if you would please play the piano for us, that would be fantastic. Can you do that? There you go, my dear. All right, so she's gonna play the piano for us. I need to turn the piano around, I think. Or not the piano, I need to turn the chair around. Come on, Sky, come here. Don't be shy. And... okay, let's treat. Oh, British lemur! Octavian's glasses! Ah! I know, right? Okay, Sky's gonna be facing out towards everybody for some reason. And I tried to leave a little room, friends, because I have to see how Prince Julian looks. All right, who else should we invite? Should we invite Puddles? Yeah, I think Puddles and Julian. Puddles and Julian. June? All right, there's Puddles. She's being cute. Hey, Brianna. Okay, we'll invite June. She can, oh, she's really cute. Oh my gosh. And then let's go ahead and invite Julian. Don't mind me. Just mildly blown speechless by what he's wearing. I'm gonna have Puddles stand here and be talking to Octavian. What do you guys think? And you know what, Backlog? That is an amazing, amazing point. How is Julian not only wearing this balloon hat, but how is Julian wearing that balloon hat with his horn? Oh, and thank you, Pudding. How is Julian wearing the balloon hat with his horn? Thank you very much, Pudding. Because this is the, wouldn't that just like immediately pop very carefully? Oh my word. All right. Come here, Julian. We've actually learned a ton. Okay, I feel like he's absolutely going to flourish. And then I think that we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let Reese feel a little sheepish about that because he doesn't have Julian's like grooves. We can actually have Wilbur be here. I'm gonna let Wilbur be like, oh, I can't believe this kid. And then Sky is going to be singing and making music. And then we're going to have a very happy Meringue. And we're going to have a very excited to be eating everything Cranston. We're gonna have a super excited and talkative Puddles. We're going to have... You guys, what mood should Octavian be in at these kids' wedding? Like, what mood do you think that old man Octavian should be in at this wedding? Let's see. I think we'll just have content agreement for June. Grumpy, grumpy, sleepy, sleepy. All right, I have worry, dozing. He should be dozing. Old man Octavian's dozing. Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. And thank you very much, Golden Glare. I will have a sip of tea in just a second. Oh my word. I love it. He's dozing because that's why. You can start the party? Oh my heck. Okay. Wait, how does this work? Okay, start party. All right. All right. All right, I need a sip of tea and then we're gonna start the party. How does this work? This is really adorable. I am very happy. Hello, everyone. I know you're all so hard at work back home, so I truly appreciate all of you taking the time to join us. Today we're celebrating the love that my Psy Guy and I share all over again. Now I wish you all could have celebrated with us the first time, but I have to say, this is just as good. It makes me so happy to have all of you join in the wonderful setting that Siri worked on. Oh, I better stop before I get all weepy. Look at how cute she is crying. Why is she so cute while she cries? I feel really bad for feeling like that, but it's so adorable. Let's all let down our hair and have a good time. No, my hair's too long for that, Reese, but I appreciate that. Now, does everyone have a party popper? What the heck? It's time to fire him off. Let's party in 3, 2, 1. Whee! That was great. Let's keep the party going, everyone. You guys, that was precious. They're all singing and happy. Oh my gosh, that's so precious. And it's actually playing like an actual party. No, don't end the party. Continue the party. I haven't taken any pictures. I wanted to take pictures. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. I really hope we can do events like this in the future. Can you imagine if you could, and they're just setting off more party poppers. This is so precious. Guys, what if we're able to do this in the future? What if we're able to like change our place or use Harvey's place for special parties in the future and then have all of the villagers that we have like come visit? Wouldn't that be fantastic? If you could do these kinds of things and have a party and maybe like boost a little bit of your friendship with the villagers that you bring. I would love that. That would be so special to me. If we could have like a winter Christmas sort of party. If we could have a Halloween party and then you could bring them here and just deck it out without having to worry about how many items that you have or what you have at home. That would be amazing. Also, am I supposed to be taking pictures? Because I don't think I can take pictures. Let me hide my webcam real quick to make sure I'm not missing out. All right. Oh, there we go. And then take a photo. Oh, it just zooms in on the happy couple. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, that's precious. That made me really happy. A masquerade ball? That would be really fun. That would be really, really fun. Okay, and this may be the one I need to talk to Harv after. Thank you, Pudding. I totally forgot to do that last time. That was so adorable, you guys. I would love... Julian's actually stilling the show. I would love if we could do more parties like this in the future. I really didn't expect this much out of the wedding month event, and I am getting really hopeful about how we could use this photo place for more parties. So fingers crossed that'll happen. And if not, we can always host our own parties. And we can even choose out the special like party favor that we can give to all of the villagers as their gift of the day. All right. You guys ready? Yeah, seasonal parties would be fun. Oh, Chili Dog, rest well, rest well. All right. That was so precious. I loved it. Oh, that was just wonderful, wasn't it? Thank you, Siri. Anyway, I have a little something to show our appreciation. I hope you like it. My side guy made it just for you. It's a wedding arch. Okay, Chips and I are going to be able to have our wedding in Animal Crossing now. And just because I'm full of surprises, I also have some heart crystals for you. We have one more teensy thing for you. It's nothing much, but I do hope you like it. Please accept this with all our love. It's a commemorative Reese and Cyrus photo plate. Really? Okay, this is really cute. I know it's a bit sentimental, but we just wanted a way to share our happiness with you. Isn't that right, darling? Got that right. So long as you've got that pretty little plate, you'll be as happy as me and Reese here, Squirt. Yes, it's true. I mean, it's true if you believe in it, I think. And we haven't forgotten about you, Harvey. Thank you so much for the use of your studio. We've got a special photo plate for you as well. It'll be ready for you soon. GM, thanks. Play it cool, Harv. Smile and nod. And we'll hide it in a drawer later. I love how on the one hand they're making it really sweet and cute that they're like having another anniversary celebration that they do every single year. And on the other hand, some of the villagers like Harv are like, this is weird and boring. Backlog, can you buy the wedding stuff back once it's in your catalog? Well, that's it for now. Of course, we'll be here all month, so we'd love to have your help again tomorrow. I really can't thank you enough for all your help, Siri. You've been wonderful. Okay, so let's see if this is the one where we talk to Harv and then something special happens. Whoa, that party looked out of sight. Almost makes it worth giving up my kitchen for this, but I miss my fridge. I knew I could count on you. You're like the best, Siri. Wait, thank you, Harv. So, gonna do more anniversary photos? Okay. No, we're good for now. Alright, so if we do, at some point, if we do more anniversary photos, I have heard rumor. And cover your ears if you don't want to hear the spoiler. And if this is true and you guys have got it, do please let me know. I have heard a rumor that you can get a wedding wand. Is that true? Or is somebody fibbing to me? Because I would like to see. You get the wand! What the heck? A wedding wand? Okay, I think I need to go ahead and do another wedding photo tomorrow for sure. That would be so cute. And you get the recipe first? Oh, I'm excited. Okay, hopefully tomorrow will be a really good thing. Is it cute, you guys? I know, right, Toast? I can't believe the last 40 minutes have flown by. Also, we got 11 heart crystals out of that. Not perfect, but pretty good. And the villagers who attended get a photo plate too. Really? It's a flower bouquet? I think I'm gonna have to record a special episode of that tomorrow. I want a flower bouquet. I didn't have a real flower bouquet for my wedding. So I would kind of like, Animal Crossing flower bouquet. Didn't end up with the actual Animal Crossing Switch. So had to swerve and improvise with the Animal Crossing Switch in Animal Crossing. Didn't end up with an actual wedding. Had to swerve and improvise with an Animal Crossing wedding. Might as well end up with a bouquet as well. Okay, we're definitely gonna have to do that. But all right, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the things that we just got. You know, my very first thought, Cranston would eat off this. That was my very first thought. Cranston would be like, oh, this is awesome. It'll be perfect for all my crumbs. And he would just straight up eat off of it. It is a plate. It is a plate, Paint Seagull, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, Cyber, Animal Crossing New Horizons is the therapy we all need, I feel. I really think that my life has been so much better these last few months because of it, and because of being able to share all the adventures with all of you. Alright, so next up we've got a wedding arch. Yay! Would you please... Okay, come here. Alright, come this way then. Alright, and flip. And is that a rare butterfly? Don't mind me. This is just a... Whoops, okay, no, don't take out the axe for the butterfly, please. No need for that. Shh, peacock butterfly, don't spoil the special new area. Alright, there we go. Alright, and then we got the wedding arch. We got the commemorative plate. And the wedding things are customizable apparently, and one is very green. Make sure to tap the plate, by the way. It has something cute on the back. Pudding, thank you! Okay, so we need to tap this plate, apparently. Oh, thank you, Elther. Like, my island is literally a mess. It's called a mess of love. It's not really got an aesthetic to it. Being married doubles joys, halves sadness, and quadruples living expenses. I don't know if I would agree with that just yet. The first two for sure, but I feel like Chips and I are fairly frugal. Okay, that's really adorable. I'm gonna go stick it in a nice drawer somewhere now. But alright. I know, right, Inkwell? It would be really fun to have like a wedding redo. Okay, so guys, it is now time. Because I need to get a move on or else we're never going to be able to get to the dump at this rate. But my friends, I would like to introduce you guys, now that we had a wonderful time with the wedding, to the main task of the day. And by doing that, I would like to introduce all of you to our brand new post person, Siri. Ta-da! So this is our little post person outfit. I really love it. And she has some new rules and regulations that we are going to go over for how we are going to handle the gifts and the mail moving forward. And I will show you why we have some new regulations in just a second. Octavian, you are wearing a sushi outfit. I love you. We'll talk to Octavian in just a moment. No, she's not toast person. Don't worry. She's post person. And it is Mail Monday time, friends. And speaking of Mail Monday, well, let's go over to the house. Oh, thank you, Wolfie. Oh, thank you. Lots of love, Wolfie. Lots of love. But we're over here at the house now, friends. And you may notice something is missing. Like the mailbox with which to deliver the mail is currently missing. And that is because the mailbox has become so overflowing and so full that it exploded. And it is currently not in front of my house anymore. We had to move it. There was so much mail, we had to move the mailbox. And I will show you guys where it is as soon as I get this balloon. Heckin' why? Gonna have to follow this balloon for just a second. Where are you even going? Okay, over here. But the mailbox has exploded, and its somewhat dramatic explosion has ended up creating some new rules that we are going to try to follow. Because if you guys know, we have been chasing the mail and trying to catch up on the mail for the last 2 weeks. Which is why we're going to have a rapid file mail day. And after talking it over with the love of my life, who had some very good ideas, we have developed some new Wildberry regulations. So after today, my friends, unless I specifically ask for something, I will specifically ask for your help on this. Please, 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 from the bottom of my heart, and with much excitement and encouragement for how amazing all of you are, please, 2 pieces of mail a week. That is the new rule. 2 pieces of mail and 2 presents a week when you guys stop by to visit. Please pick carefully if you would like to drop something off, and then we can actually keep on top of everything. But anything more than that, unless I specifically ask for something, leaves me chasing my own tail and not able to catch up with everything. And it leaves Wildberry neglected, not able to get all of the tasks that we have done on the island done. So, to prevent neglecting Wildberry and its wildlife, we have the new regulations of a limit of 2 presents and 2 pieces of mail per week. And hopefully we can catch up on that. Regulations might ease up if we're able to catch up. And hopefully that will give us a chance to catch up. We'll have some special exceptions when we are looking for specific items or if we have a special roleplay event going on. But I think that will actually help us out quite a bit, because let me take you to the poor beleaguered mailbox that has since exploded. And we have moved it down. Hello, Octavian. We have, oh, hey, Desiree! We have moved the mailbox down. Desiree, so good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. 5 months! You are about to hatch. You're about to grow into a new burb. I will show you a burb in just a second. But friends, behold! The new mail area! As you can see, the mailbox has burst open. There are boxes everywhere. There are letters everywhere. And all of this is because of all of this. This is why we have the new regulations in place. Yeah. So. This is why we have the new rules, so that we can try to get through some of these. Like I said, there's some exceptions for if I'm looking for a specific item and I need help. There are some things that we can do, but look at all of these. But we're gonna have new regulations, and we're also going to have a massive catch up. If I'm not able to open the letter tonight, it's being opened with love off screen. So we're gonna open as many as we can and try to get through as many as we can tonight. If I don't manage to get to your letter tonight, I'm gonna open them all off screen, and then next Mail Monday, hopefully we'll be able to invite some new people on the island, and that way we can open it up so more people will have a chance to visit and share 2 gifts at a time, which will make me feel good because I can reciprocate better and give you guys gifts better if like it's reasonable like that. And yeah, drowning in love. I don't want to complain, but I realize perhaps our entire island, from Wildberry to all of the other people who would like a chance and a turn to come visit, is best served by at least placing a gentle limit on my poor inventory. Oh, good night, Paige. Good night. Also, guys, really quickly, before we dive into the mail, Desiree, June's thinking, and Desiree, I have to whip you up a beautiful burb, and I would actually like to introduce you guys to one of my favorite burbs. Hey, Holy Walker, welcome, welcome. This is definitely one of my absolute favorite burbs. And he is another bird that comes up when you search for yellow birds. So let me see if I can find something that really shows off the yellow. This really shows off the yellow. Desiree, for you today, and June is walking towards us. We'll talk to her in just a second. I would like to introduce the yellow-bellied sapsucker, which I always heard growing up as an insult. Like people called each other yellow-bellied sapsuckers as an insult. And then I learned that it's actually a glorious bird. And this bird is very good for you, Desiree, because this bird is a farmer. This bird actually makes farms on trees with which to get insects. The yellow-bellied sapsucker will go up to a tree trunk and it will drill holes in a row And those holes will end up being filled up with insects because it will have the sap come in and the insects will go into the holes. So the yellow-bellied sapsucker drills these really neat holes across horizontal in a row to attract the bugs there. And then it goes to eat the bugs and actively kind of farms the bugs by making sap farms to attract them, which is so cool. So if anyone ever calls you a yellow-bellied sapsucker, I would take it as a compliment. Just saying. I know, clever girl, right? Go suck a tree. Pretty harsh, but accurate. Hey, Ariel, welcome to the adventures. All right, and then let's go ahead and see what June needs. Siri, I need a favor. Maybe you've heard, but I've had a fight with Bangle over something unimportant. Oh, I thought they were just becoming friends. I said something I shouldn't have and feel really bad about it, so I got to get her a gift to make up. I'm having a hard time facing her right now, though, so I was hoping maybe you could deliver it for me. It's a job for post-person Siri. I can do that. This means so much. Thank you. Here's the gift. You guys! She actually saw me, like, dressed as a post-person. I know this is a lot to ask, but could you deliver it today, Novel? Absolutely, June. I have a job. I actually have a delivery job on the day that we're actually being a post person. That is precious. All right, let's wiggle inside and see how Bangle's doing. I know, now we're a peacemaker. That's such a great way to think about it, Inkwell. Oh, and Bangle's making something. Also, guys, this is Bangle's house. Do you like it? I think it fits her being like an oceanographer who's just here for the summer and possibly for the dates with Sky. But I mean, this looks like somebody's summer like cabana on the beach, doesn't it? I think it really, really suits her. Size, it looks like your apartment. Your apartment must be absolutely precious. All right. Bangle, what you working on? Oh my gosh, I have such good taste. I'm a DIY trendsetter, don't you think so, Siri? Bangle, are you just trying to cover up the fight that you had with cheerfulness? I think she's trying to cover up the fight that she had with cheerfulness. Well, I'm making a backyard lawn? What? I dreamed the idea when I fell asleep. Okay, you're making a backyard lawn? I know how to make a backyard lawn? We might have to have a DIY discovery night, guys, because I didn't know I knew how to make a backyard lawn. Just saying. All right, thank you, Bangle. Apparently, yeah, sometime later this week, we're gonna need to have a DIY discovery day because I had no idea I knew how to make a backyard lawn. Just saying. All right, delivery here. Hey, what's up? Okay, and did you guys know, I mean, not like this is legal or anything, but you could actually open the deliveries before you deliver them. You can actually tamper with the mail. I'm not advocating it. I'm just stating a fact. If you really wanted to, you can tamper with the mail, and the villagers will not thank you for it. They will get a little bit mad at you, and you won't get as many friendship points for giving them the delivery. Oh, you guys have opened it before? June got this for me? What? What's this? Okay, I'm gonna open it. What have we got here? An athletic jacket. Not much of a pop star look, but maybe I'll love it after I try it on. Ooh. It is illegal, Inkwell. Maybe not on Wildberry, where I am the law, but it is illegal in real life to open and tamper with the mail. Also, I'm kind of split on this. Try on should Bangle. Poor June. I feel like I'm being split between the two of them. I am the law, right, Coley? I feel like June feels bad, but I don't know if Bangle would be happy if she tried it on. However, maybe it would make June feel better if she saw Bengal wearing the outfit. That's true. I know, drama. All right, try it. Oh my gosh. All right, the vote is really heavy for trying it on. I would love to know why you guys think we should try it on. I know, maybe you won't, but June tried. Exactly, Gnu. Good to see you, by the way, Gnu. I meant to say hello back to you in Animal Crossing earlier, by the way, but I was eating an orange, so I had like one hand full of orange and the other hand desperately trying to set up for the stream, so I didn't have a free hand to say hello. All right, we're gonna try it on. 91% of you, with Ash Feather contributing the most channel points, would like to try it on. June tried. I'm a future fashion leader, so I have to try everything. What do you think? I've never had so many questions at once. I've never had so many options. Okay. She looks like a shark researcher. She looks like a shark researcher. It looks great. Right? It's like these clothes were made for me. You know what? I'm going to tell you guys a secret. I actually think fashion is 90% confidence and just somebody saying something nice about what you're wearing. That's what I think, at least. Hang on, June was bothered by our fight? Boo. I was the mega jerk in this sitch, so she shouldn't be apologizing. I'm going to apologize to her. Thanks for bringing it to me, Siri. Don't worry, June and me definitely going to make up. Okay, that's precious. As a reward, I got you a hand cart. Okay. I'm really into these. I hope you adore them too, Groof. Thanks, Bengal. She got me a hand cart. Man, this day has just gotten extremely interesting. From the wedding party to the fight between June and Bengal. I mean, they're next door neighbors. They literally live next to each other. One lives right here and one lives right here. They're both more or less temporarily on the island. But I would love if they had a friendship. She got me some dirt for Cranston. Dug up some dirt for me. The perfect coat to wear while checking out the beach on a cold day. Exactly, Ren. And it does look like the jacket that they wear on boats for tagging sharks, Cybear. I agree. I agree. All right, and then let me go ahead and see what the Winds Above Wildberry had for us. Oh! Okay. That's fine. Is that a threat? Did I just get threatened by the Winds Above Wildberry? Pardon? Tiffany, no! Okay. Should I give it to Bengal as like a pirate theme thing? Okay, I'm gonna say that that's actually a threat. We're gonna say that we got some sort of low-key threat from Tiffany and crew. We don't know exactly what it is, but it's just a suspicious feeling that's quite ominous. I really, that's pretty hilarious. It's about moving the mailbox. Maybe it's about trying to regulate the mail on Wildberry. And that wouldn't go over very well if you happen to be nefarious. All right, let me put these away really quickly. And we're gonna start opening the mail in like rapid fire, huge batches after I give... All right, let's put this away. No, 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 just put it away. I don't need to grab individual sticks of wood, curse you. Also, the axe needs to go away. There we go. We'll move the mum wand. And let's put this away. Okay. And I need to go find Cranston because I have a special gift for him. Breaking all the hearts, especially mine. I know Tiffany is such a heartbreaker. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead. And I'm actually going to, this is the one item that I need to give to a villager today. You guys, check it out. It is Cranston's freaking adorable little cape. It is the shirt with a cape for International Children's Day that we are going to be giving to Cranston, my son, for today because I love him and I would love to see him wear it. And I need to warn you guys that I made enemies with puddles about this. It was an accident, but let's see. It was an accident, but I did indeed make enemies with puddles over it. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Minding my own business, getting ready for the stream. Then I saw Puddles with the thought bubble, so I was like, what's up, Puddles? She wanted the handmade cape. Literally my gift for Cranston. She wanted the handmade cape. Oh my gosh, I've been looking for that like literally forever. And I had a moment. You have to special order the cape and wait the next day for it to show up. And I really wanted to give it to Cranston today. So I thought about this. It'd be so cool if you let me have it. I mean, not for free, of course. Thought about it. Thought about it. How about I trade you for my retro shades? Then I stopped thinking about it. No, I don't want your retro shades. I love you, Puddles, but no, this is for Cranston. And no retro shades. You've given me too many retro shades. Boo! Well, whatever. I mean, it's yours after all. I didn't realize it was that important to you. Sorry. Yeah. So I bought Puddles for this cape. So that I could give it to Cranston. So before anything more happens to it. Puddles, why are you so cute? Oh my word. Okay, why is she so cute? Oh. All right, before anything else happens, thank you, Butterfingers. I'll have a sip of tea in a second. Let's see if we can find Cranston. Cranston, wait a second, where's Cranston? And then we're gonna open the mail, but I have to give this to Cranston. Oh, hey, there he is. Wait, Cranston? Hey, I got something real cool to show you. Looky, it's a manta bushy. My boy has something for me, friends. I already got one, so I thought maybe you'd want to trade for this one. My manta bushy for... Why do they all want my handmade cape? They all want the cape. That is so freaking cute. Well, sure, Cranston. I hope he puts it on. I don't know if he's actually gonna wear it though. I know, right? Right, Elder Lover? I love Cranston. He has become my favorite villager. One of my goals and dreams is to get like a custom plushie of him made because I just adore him so much. Sure, Cranston. Here you go. I knew I could count on you, Butterbean. I'm real glad I came to you first. Now let's get this trade going. All right, there you go. I don't think he's gonna wear it, unfortunately, so I think I need to order another one. You really did me a solid. Time to get some snack shopping. Thank you! So what did you just give me, son? Nova Light. Okay, he gave me a hat thing. What is it? This is kind of cool! Neat! It kind of reminds me of Zelda, to be honest. I've been thinking I want to play Breath of the Wild with you guys someday, because I have never played Breath of the Wild. I just have watched Chips play it, and I really love it. Oh, Dr. Guinea Pig, good to see you. And yes, I agree. The handmade cape must be all the style in Wildberry right now. Maybe we need an arts and crafts section for the summer. Because I would really love that. That would be so cute. Oh, you guys like Breath of the Wild? You want to watch me play it? I've been nervous because I didn't know if anybody would want to watch me play it, and I wouldn't be very good at it, and there would be a lot of just chasing the animals to take pictures of them. But alright, so now that we have done that, I just need to put the Nova Light over by Octavian's place. And then we are going to go ahead and we are going to open the mail in batches. Oh, Zelda vibes. Oh, guys, thank you. I'm really excited now. I will add Breath of the Wild to the list of things that I absolutely want to share with all of you. We're going to leave this cool... Oh, it's pink! We're going to leave this really cool Nova Light over here. And we're going to head to sell the butterfly, the research on it, after all, since we say we don't actually sell the butterflies. And we're going to start opening the mail. And we're going to see how many pieces of mail we can open before we stop. Oh, Awkwarding Turtle. That's literally the reason why you want to watch me play it. Aw, thank you guys. We'll add it to the list then. I really am excited. Hopefully, as we get our streams more regulated and my internet works a little better, we'll be able to start streaming more things too. But Wildberry really has cast a special spell on us, and it's very hard to move away from the wonders of Wildberry. Oh, Wolfie Girl, definitely look up Breath of the Wild. It's one of the most beautiful Zeldas that I've ever seen. But alright guys, we've done it! We're ready! I almost would like to start a mail count to see how many pieces of mail we can open. And we're gonna do our best. So, I worry we may not be able to see the dump tonight, but we're gonna see what we can do. And poor mail person Siri is going to do her best to take care of all of this mail. Let's do this. Hey, Expired Breadstick, good to see you. All right, we're gonna pop over. Let's open all of the mail from the residents really quickly first, because I have missed a few messages from Meringue, Cranston, and June. Then I'm going to come over. I'm going to try to start at the bottom. I'm going to grab a few things. I'll try to grab them in batches of similar names, and then just go. Because otherwise we're not getting this done. So, onward to the residents! Meringue has been sending me a lot of messages. And you know what, guys? After her performance of singing the Apple song yesterday, I actually need to know this. Oh, hey, Chesta! We're actually opening up a ton of mail right now to try to catch up with all of the mail people have sent. But I am going to poll you guys while I open the mail to get some questions from you. How is Meringue? Hang on. A Permy villager. Yes, think of her friends. Or no, she has a bakery. I want to know what you guys think. All right, let's open up mail from Meringue. Siri, just between us, I recently spotted an envelope on the ground. I thought there might have been a love letter inside, but it wasn't addressed to or from anyone. I peeked inside and the envelope turned out to be empty. Still confused. Meringue. So I'm saying that was definitely when Kitty still lived here. Or Tiffany, excuse me. Another letter from Meringue. Just imagine, Siri, I've always dreamed about living inside a library. She's perfect friends for Sky. I actually wonder if Sky might end up being Julian's competition for Meringue at this rate. I picture myself surrounded by shelf after shelf of books stacked up to the ceiling. In a home like that, it's possible I'd never run out of reading material. Dreamily yours, Meringue. Get this, Siri. Yesterday I wore myself out, so I decided to sleep in and spend the whole morning lying around in bed. But I still woke up at the usual time today, so I just couldn't wait to wear myself out all over again. Yours in frustration, Meringue. All right, she's precious. Yes, a Permy. Oh my gosh. So you guys like the idea of her, possibly 92% of you like the idea of her being a permanent villager. I think that she's best friends with Sky. Absolute best friends with Sky. Oh, there's fireflies outside my window. That's adorable. In real life. I love that. I have little golden fireflies outside my window right now. That's beautiful. And I don't know. She might have something going on with Julian. All right. Meringue has two hands. Meringue and Antler Fox. I love that. I think Meringue and Sky would be so cute together, right? Oh. And yeah, we need to open up her bakery here in Wildberry. That is right, Chesta. That's on my list. All right. Cranston? Hey there, Butterbean. Isn't this postcard pretty? Because he drew on it. I don't want to cover it up with too much of my writing because I think it's pretty and I should let you see it. That's why I'm only writing a few words and then I'm done. So pretty, Cranston. Because he drew pictures for me on it. I like hanging out with Cranston every day, you guys. Do you guys have a villager like that in your islands where you know that, you know it's a little silly, but it makes you happy just to see that specific villager every day? That's Cranston. Like, I think I could always be cheered up by checking in on Cranston every day. And then finally, June. So Siri, I was thinking, I saw something like in the store that I liked, but I thought it would look much better on you. I went ahead and bought this because I wanted to see if I'm right. If you do like it, I'd love to have you model it for me. Let me know, from June. Why, thank you, June. All right, let's open this up real quick. Cranston is awesome. Oh, that's Eric for you. Oh. And then I saw somebody say Gail. Biscuit. Biscuit's a cutie. He's absolutely cutie. And it's a linen dress. Okay. What does the linen dress look like real quick? It's cute! I've never seen this dress before. It has so much potential. Good job, June. I mean, it's not like a humdinger like for me. That would be green. But this is really cute. She's very, very good at that. Oh, hey, Mimi! Mimi, welcome back to the nest. And yes, you know what? Your bird is going to be a little male bird, and we're going to start opening up the mail as quickly as we can. All right, let's do this. All right, so we're going to start with Hillary from Herbalic. You are going to need... Oh, Lavissa! This feels like opening a fortune cookie. Like, it feels like opening up a fortune cookie that just says, you are going to need this. All right, I wish if somebody could keep a mail counter, I would be very appreciative. All right, thank you, Lavissa. And then I'm going to see what else we might have from Hillary real quick. Really fast. Clovers are lucky, or so they say. To you, however, this is a gift, only its colors looked so lucky. But it reminds me of you. Take this as my thanks for all the joy you bring. Oh, see you next year. Yours truly, Wildberry in Spring. Wildberry in Spring, that is so cute. Hey, Jim Jones, welcome. Oh my gosh. All right, Hillary, anything else? Let's see. I think we're good. Freaking Winds Above Wildberry, not now. All right, hang on, guys. I got a skull threat from the Winds Above Wildberry a minute ago, so I need to shoot this down from the sky in case it's a summer recipe. I can't ignore this. And then these are from Lavissa and the Spring and Wildberry. So let's see what we've got. A double door refrigerator. I am going to need that. I am indeed going to need the double door refrigerator. And this is... It's so pretty! Lupin, welcome! I love these dresses, and I love the idea that this is a dress to celebrate Spring and Wildberry, Lavissa. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. And Winds Above Wildberry, stretch leggings. Thanks. Winds Above Wildberry are weird today, guys. All right, I did love the Nook fortune cookies in New Leaf. Those were precious. I remember those. All right, and then we have unread. Zoom. From Mara. Dear Siri, I found this when it crash landed in my backyard and thought Octavian would like it. For some reason, when I was fixing it up, the internal log said it was the last thing it scanned was Wildberry from Chip/Mara. Mara, oh, I think that the gift didn't get attached for some reason. However, thank you so much. And it doesn't look like I've got another one from you. I can't scan everything every time, but I just wanted to give it a good try. But Chip the girl, thank you very much. The winds are a little wild today, Cybear. All right, from Allie. Allie! Time Traveler Allie! This is Christmas stuff. Dear Siri, as a certain Julian stalker is obsessed with Julian, I can't stop time traveling. So here's a card you picked. So here on a card you picked is your December sneak peek. And hey, Marzine, welcome. All right, from Time Traveler Allie. All right, Time Traveler Allie. Dear Siri, I mean, if Cranston's bugs are overtaking his house, he needs somewhere to store his things. Sometimes helpful Allie. I do love it when you guys have these kinds of great personalities that you write into your letters so much. Just so much. Dear Siri, just a little something that will help Tiffany. I'm totally saying Allie. I have to start signing all my letters with a little quip like that. It just adds so much freaking personality. I love it. All right, Allie. This is, oh, hang on. All right, let's open this one. Dear Siri, Julian loves his home movies, but he lacks the right equipment for it. Julian's helper, Allie. All right, let's see. There's Annie. Here's Allie. Dear Siri, the #1 Cranston approved food. Allie, are you kidding? Why are you so hilarious? Dear Siri, Cranston's lost booger from here on Serene. Ew, Allie. Oh my gosh. Fun fact, snotty kid noses are one of the things that I dislike the most in life. And being a nanny, oh hey! Girl with a game, congratulations on 2 months. And being a nanny and a assistant foster parent for so many years, like I was a nanny for like 6 or 7 years, and I was an assistant foster parent for children at need in Kansas City for like 3 years, and we worked with ages 0 through 3. There's so many snotty little kid noses at those age ranges. And it's like my least favorite thing in the world next to dog slobber. I can't handle drooly dogs. Or stickers on fruit and vegetables. Chips has to take all the stickers off her fruit and vegetables when we get them, because if they get wet and in the sink, ugh. But anyway, that's what I think of when I think of boogers, is the many years where I was like, brace myself. I must care for this child with love and dedication. Don't look. Why is this happening to me? However, all of that aside, Lexi, welcome. Girl with the game, welcome back to the nest for your 2nd month. I am so happy that you have become a member of our community, and I would like to introduce you to the absolutely freaking adorable, there we go, hooded warbler. And almost there. Ugh, come here, picture. They're always different sizes, so I have to resize it. Ta-da! The hooded warbler, who looks like he could be a little thief to hang out with Tiffany, if you guys ask me. Just saying. And he is another one of those birds who, apparently he's around here. So he's on the eastern United States and southernmost Canada up into Ontario. And he likes to spend his winters in the West Indies and Central America. And occasionally he too gets blown by the wind to Europe. I don't think he meant to be there. If you see him in Europe, I'm pretty sure he didn't mean to be there. He just got scooped up while he was trying to cross the Gulf Coast by the wind and swept away. All right, there we go. And then, oh, Crunchy Bones, what's an assistant foster parent? So I lived in a house where my aunt was a certified foster parent for medical needs children, because she is and was a highly skilled nurse. So I had to be certified as a foster parent because I lived with her, and I had to help take care of the kids because I was her nanny. And so I actually started working for the government with taking care of medical needs foster babies. So we specialized in babies ages 0 to 3 who would be with us anywhere for a day to, we had one baby for 2.5 years. Yeah, little Jer. And we wanted to adopt him into her family so bad, but he found another great family. But we specialized in babies who had like cancer, in babies who had medical issues they were born with, and couldn't be with their home family, and we would take care of them until they could find a happier ending. So that was a very interesting period of my 20s. But that's what that is. And then yes, the sticky, smelly hands that little kids get is so interesting too. And I have so many fond memories of just grabbing like a washcloth, grabbing the child hand and just like scrub. One of my tricks was getting really fun smelling soap and then encouraging the kids and being like, oh, you smell like strawberries now. Oh my goodness. And then I would make a big deal about smelling their hands after their hands were clean. And it helped out so much with getting them to wash their hands more, because they want praise, they want love. And if you can just get them excited about doing a chore, then you'll have less smelly children. But all right, so we have a whole bunch of things from Allie. Let's go ahead and open these up. Time Traveler Allie. An ornament reef? That's gonna be so cool to see on the door. We have an Imperial Decorative Shelves. Allie, is this for, oh, it could be for my boy Cranston, of course. Oh, I wish the villagers would put wall items up. That would be so fun. And then we've got a magnetic knife rack, which I'm also going to need to put on my wall. Thank you so much, Allie. A studio wall spotlight. All of these things I need to put on my wall to show them off. Oh, and the nose drip. Oh, you got me, Allie. You found it. You found my weakness. Thank you very much, Allie. That was so clever. All right, so let's open up the mail again. Pop over to the unread. Oh, Annie, I'm so glad to hear that. And we have something from Nova. Ashfeather, hey, are you still around? Thanks for having me over. Thank you, Ashfeather. All right, let's see. And I think we're in the clear. Here's from Jolly Red. I totally forgot we actually had a common painting from Jolly Red. And then from Lexi. Dear Siri, floor fitting for a prince like Julian. From Fox. Oh, thank you very much, Lexi. Roya, I wasn't sure if you'd encountered this piece before, but I thought of you when I saw it. Thank you, Roya. I'll have to open these in just a second. That's from B! Okay. This is my sister. I've got to take a picture of this and favorite it for a second. Dear Siri, esteemed patron of Kalihani Zoo, starting this Thursday, our entire island is undergoing renovations. We would like to formally invite you to come see the zoo being set up before we begin. And I need to go and visit my sister's island and maybe even take you guys with me in a video pretty soon, because she has made a zoo on her island. It's almost like we're related. And then Lore. Found this at the Able Sisters shop and thought of you or a villager might like it. Oh, thank you, Lore. Toasty. Oh, and now we're starting to hit the role play little letters that I want to read through. And I will take pictures of all of them so we can find them later too. Ray Ray, here's your welcome to the crew bonus. I added in some extra since you took care of you-know-who. Don't mess up now, from R. We haven't even found Raymond yet, and he already has an extremely complex and dubious story that we are going to have to unravel once he arrives to Wildberry. The day we find Raymond is the day that we're tossed back into this crime spree. Jimin? Bah! Buying now, Jimin. I love you guys. Just the diversity of letters and things we end up with is amazingly ridiculous. All right, let's open these up. The green honeycomb tile wall. Thank you very much. That is going to be fun to put on our walls. We have the common painting from Red. I believe this is actually, let me double check, but I believe this is actually the fake one that I just really wanted. No, this is the real painting. Okay, I'm leaving this out for everybody to admire and to remember I need, okay, Octavian is clearly a painting connoisseur. Wow, he was really enjoying that. Also, hang on one second, guys. I can't pass them up because they might be summer. They might be summer recipes. All right, uno momento. Here we go. No, butterfly. Bye-bye, butterfly. I didn't mean to catch you. Miraculous Ladybug fanfiction is actually one of my guilty pleasures. Just FYI. All right, so then we have also got, let's open this one up. Palace tile. I'm gonna have to see what the palace tile looks like when we go to the house to drop these things off. Giraffe print flooring. Oh, Lore, isn't Lore Luina? Is Lore Luina, by the way? I know, and I want a redemption arc for Tiffany so bad too on. If we ever find, the rule is if we ever find Tiffany, or maybe even Kitty, when we are island hopping again, we will give them a redemption arc. Oh, and hey, Earth, welcome, welcome. And forest print dress. Oh, I'm gonna have to take a quick peek of what that looks like. All right, what do we have here? Oh, that's so cute. I would love to give that to a villager. I think that that would be precious on one of them. And here is Ray Ray's bonus to the team. We're just going to casually pocket this, and perhaps intercepting this kind of illegal, illicit mail is one of the reasons that we received that skull warning from the sky today, that we're still being watched. We think that, you know, everything has calmed down on Wildberry, and all we need to do now is enjoy our time with Bangle the shark scientist and potentially getting Sky a date with her. We think all we need to worry about is my boy Cranston's beautiful garden. But don't forget, friends, the security trees are still active, and we do still have the thieving crew of Red, Miss Kitty, Tiffany, and Raymond looking out after us and wanting the loot of our island. Especially because we just keep getting richer and richer with Cranston's farm now. And I have 400 bells in my pocket now. That's really cute. And we have the sheep costume. Thank you so much. I love the sheep costume. And 10,000 bells from the sky. We got a skull, tights, and 10,000 bells from the sky. That adds up to the thieving crew to me. That's what I'm saying for the roleplay. Oh, thank you, Toast. I will try to catch up on that. All right, let's go, let's go, let's go. I think I can go faster. All right, from Lexi. Dear sweet June, may you thrive on Wildberry and enjoy your vacation. In celebration of your new shell stand, I have sent you 2 gifts to help lighten up the stand during the night. Be on the lookout from Lexi. Oh, Lexi, thank you so much for sending June some gifts. I almost forgot to say, Wildberry is wondrous and magical, but make sure to be aware of your surroundings at all times. You never know what may happen. Shell you later, Lexi. Thank you, guys. I love it when you guys send gifts to the villagers, too. It just makes it so much fun. And Lexi, right over here, Mystical Magical Julian. So we have 2 gifts for June, 2 gifts for Julian. This is to add to your musical collection. I expect to hear those magnificent tunes on the winds of Wildberry. Don't let Siri say no. Just a Julian fan, Lexi. Okay, this is getting exciting. My sweet fruity rhino. I'm taking pictures of all these, by the way. My heart swells with a longing whenever I see your face. I must admit you have me whipped. Please take this along with my heart. Just don't say no. Say yes to your one-horned knight. Oh my word, it's a love letter to Meringue from Julian. I love this. Okay, we're gonna have to see what that is. And the freaking winds above Wildberry are not giving me a break to open the mail. But that's another form. Hi, Octavian. Octavian, it's really good to see you, but do use caution. I don't want to accidentally bop you in the head with your beautiful balloon head. And let's open these up. So the first 2 are gifts to June from Lexi to help her move in. A shell lamp! Thank you, Lexi! Oh, those are perfect. Thank you so much. We'll leave those over by her shell stand. This is a fancy violin. That is so expensive. Thank you. For Julian. And then this is actually a gift to Meringue from her one-horned knight. It's a ring! Woo! Oh my gosh, that is so freaking cute. That is so cute. Do you guys think we should give it to Meringue? I think we should build up to that. I think maybe later today, we should give the heart to Meringue. Did we already give her heart? We already gave her a heart. Do you think we should give it to Meringue? And maybe it's not like an engagement ring just yet, even though it's wedding season. But he definitely would give casual gifts of expensive jewelry for dating. Don't you think? Let's give it to Meringue just to see what her reaction to this is. And it's not a wedding ring at this point, we'll say. They're still in the flirty stage after all. However, Julian would definitely give her very expensive things like this. All right, and then we have puffy sleeved blouse, which the winds above Wildberry have decided to gift us with. Why? I don't know. The winds are very interesting today. That almost makes me suspicious. Like the money and the skull and the puffy sleeve blouse put all together. Maybe it's evidence of their new recruit getting ready for her disguise. Or his disguise. Anyone can wear pink, as my dad always said. Alright. Yeah, maybe it's a promise ring. Where's Meringue? If she's like right here, I'm giving it to her right now. Oh. That wouldn't be it. That wouldn't be a snapping turtle. Meringue! Okay, she's not over here. I can't take too much time to search for you. My wonderful strawberry shortcake. I can't believe, like, I forgot until I checked yesterday's stream, by the way, that I sang my high school cheer to all of you. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. Thank you so much. See, I don't want to have too much of a rule about not having your guys' gifts light up Wildberry. But I do have to be observant of time. Alright. Alright, where is she? Is she... Hang on, I want to check in Julian's house real quick and see if she's visiting Julian. Go Cupies! Thank you, Paint Seagull. Strawberry shortcake, gooseberry pie. Hey, Julian. Normally I'd spend more time talking with you, but I'm busy right now and Meringue isn't in here. If she was, that would have been amazing. And Pumpkin Pup, the turtle eggs are doing well. We're gonna hopefully have another turtle hatching session in the future and have some people be able to get some turtle eggs of their own to take home. All right, we're gonna keep the ring out. Let's place this. That is so cool. And can I open it? I can! Okay. Oh my word. Look at that honker. The heck? Okay, we're gonna give this to Meringue. It looks like a ring pop, right? Oh my gosh. Maybe it is a ring pop. Because she likes baking. So maybe he got her, like, the most realistic looking ring pop ever. Alright, let's open up some more mail. Thank you, Lexi. That is absolutely freaking delightful. I'm gonna go quick as I can. Noah, here is a present from Ashfeather. Thank you. To the point. I love it. Toasty. Ooh, another roleplay letter. T. The ship sank. Me, Kitty, and Raymond escaped. But we are stranded on an island until we can repair it. From Red. The ship sank. Me, Kitty, and Raymond managed to escape, but now we're stranded on an island until we can repair it. And they've probably repaired it by now, but we're piecing together all of these little detective bits for our roleplay between this trio of thieves. Alright, we're gonna have to open that up. Toasty. Kay, I managed to steal one of these from Siri. Maybe you can sell it, and if you get enough money from other means, can afford a new boat. Good luck from T. These are the things that Tiffany stole from me? Oh my word! No, come back here. No. Oh no, Annie. Okay, dear Siri, finally, now that you've opened your mail, I can send you these two things I've been holding on to. Okay, maybe I'm part of the problem. Air traffic controller Annie. Annie, are you hanging out with your kittens right now? Because that is adorable. I love you guys. Hopefully we'll manage to like get through the presents and all of the mail in a more organized manner. And Toasty. Bun Bun. I found a pair of these bad boys on the deserted island we're on. Don't lose them. Really, don't lose them. From Raymond. From Ray Ray. Okay. Bun Bun. Stop sending me cat grass. I'm not a child. From Kay. I love that. I love the idea. I love that so much. A+. Oh, the roleplay. I love the idea that Tiffany just kept sending Kitty cat grass. I'm not a child. That is brilliant. That is so brilliant, Toasty. Holy moly. All right, what do we have here? T, I hate to ask this of you, but could you drop this off at Tom's place? It's from a few years ago. Tell him I apologize for everything and miss him. But don't forget the job. From Red. This is getting really good. Dear Julian. Oh, it's from Katrina! Dear Julian, I have heard of the struggles of your father's company that has been going through. Contact me and perhaps I can find a solution. My card is attached from Katrina. Katrina probably would want to reach out with her fortune-telling abilities. Katrina is a fortune-telling cat, in case you guys have never met her. Actually, do you guys think that Katrina is going to show up in New Horizons? Like, how do you think she would show up? Oh, Snow, that made you laugh out loud. I know, right? Toasty, you are just knocking it out of the ballpark with these. That would be fun to have Katrina come back. Okay. If you get a chance, please give this to Red. If his last ship was unsanitary, the next one will be worse. Just looking out for you from T. Alright. T? Kitty keeps making fun of me and giving me these dresses. And they don't match my style. Please find someone who will like it. Thanks in advance from Ray Ray. Okay, I think I know what dress this is going to be from Ray Ray. And I kind of want to open it right now. What is the #1 dress that you guys have seen Raymond fan art of? Because I know the answer for me. Yeah, the maid dress. Okay, let's go ahead and see if that's what this is. Toast. I think that you are now one of my roleplay masters, Toast. Absolutely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't have this yet, and now I have the option of gifting it to any villager I want. Dun dun dun! That is so delightful. Thank you so much. Oh my word. Okay, so we're gonna open up a whole bunch of these. Yeah, he just wants to be an office cat, but people keep putting him in the maid dress. Octavian British Lemur. Maybe we should randomize it. Maybe we should like get the maid dress and then like randomize which villager gets it. Because that would be pretty hilarious. Or we could have, bear with me here. Or the next time we have Revenge of the Litterbug, what if we have 10 maid dresses prepared and hiding in storage? And we can give every one of the villagers either a maid dress or a cleaning item to see how they would react to cleaning and what kind of tidy person that they are. Just like we did with Mum's Day on Mother's Day and giving out flower crown mums to rate mum energy. And we could rate cleaning energy with the outfits. And everybody gets a maid dress. Also, heckin'. Alright, look. Winds Above Wildberry. You're in on this today, aren't you? I think that the Winds Above Wildberry are definitely in on it with the whole thieving thing. Alright, let's see. What does the Winds Above Wildberry want from me today? Tropical vistas? Is this a sign that the thieves have their eyes on tropical vistas? Because I don't know Tropical Vista yet. Is that another summer DIY? No wonder I haven't heard of it before. Okay, I bounced out so that you guys will be able to see it. It is a new summer DIY, you guys. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, we're gonna have to have a DIY discovery day later this week. We have so many new DIYs to make. Many of them I didn't even know I had, like a backyard lawn. And then also, I want to have a special day where we just celebrate summer and have a good time of summer. Yeah, I think the Winds Above Wildberry are warning me that the thieves have their eyes set on summer vistas. Let's continue through the thief presents. Deer decoration. I have to put that on my wall. A bottled ship! That's precious! I love that idea! Little bottled ship for the ship having sunk. And then one of these is from Annie and the bath towel wrap. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that's from Annie, maybe. Annie, if you and Toast could let me know which one's from whom. Another garden gnome. Thank you very much, you guys. Oh my word. This is delightful. A vest with binoculars, really a good idea for using to be able to see any of the spy work that needs to happen here. The cat grass. Oh Oh my word. Okay, this is so cute. This is so cute. I love seeing just the pile of stuff we've got. Tom Nook's poster. That's so cool. We can go ahead and we can definitely put that out later. I kind of want to put the maid dress out too, because that's funny. That Katrina's poster. That is a very clever way. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Annie. I'm gonna go ahead and have tea time in just a second. And I'm so, oh, and a doctor's mask for needing to stay safe. And I'm so glad that your kittens are having a good time, Annie. All right, let me have a quick sip of tea. All right, I can do this. Oh, Smaggle! Oh, Smaggle, you sent me the Tropical Vista. Thank you, Smaggle. I will save that and give that to somebody as a gift. Thank you so much for sending it to me, Smaggle. That was really, really sweet of you. I apologize that the Winds Above Wildberry dropped it even though you had already sent it. This is why we have to catch up on the mail, friends. Roya, a little kitty. Thank you, Roya. Paige, Bun Bun. I have successfully hacked one of the agents working with Siri. Someone by the name of Paige. You should be having less trouble now. Oh dear. Dear Siri, I think Red and Kitty just took me out. I can't use my computer right now. Be careful. I found this at Red's area. Distressed Paige. I love the roleplay letters you guys do. It's just so much fun. All right, so we've got from Paige, Roya. Let me see if we have any more. Paige, right over here. Dear Siri, a crown I made for you. I hope you like it. My friend says you like flowers. From Tia. You guys are starting to send me gifts from your villagers now? That is such a freaking cute idea. That is so precious. Holy cow. I can't wait to see what we have in here. Dear Siri, a little birdie told me you needed this. Fashion Buddy Tammy. From Tammy and Tia. They're precious. That'd be another fun way to be able to build up their stories before we even get going. Here's from Paige real quick. Dear Siri, I keep getting bamboo islands, so make Bamboo Mountain grow. Thank you, Paige. Bamboo islands, I used to get so excited and dig up every single piece of bamboo. Then I realized they weren't as unpopular as I thought they were. There's actually a lot of bamboo islands. All right. And Roya again. Dear Siri, I made something for our boy Cranston. My villagers taught me. Hybrid Equalist, that's you. I don't know if you're here tonight. There we go. Oh, and Cyrus Bear Shanks. I have not played Nintendogs yet. I have thought about it, though. All right, let's open these up. Cat grass. Oh, that's so hilarious. And we don't even have a cat on the island that I can just eternally gift cat grass to. Oh, and I didn't mean to drop that. And then, let's see. We've also got... Oh, a new slingshot. Sweet. Thank you. That'll be perfect for the slingshot DIY. I love that. We took them out with the slingshot. That's so funny. And now I can't get on my computer. And the dark lily crown. Thank you very much. Oh, my word. The farmer overalls. Going to be perfect for my boy Cranston to have options. Bamboo shoots. Dropped the item again. Didn't mean to do that. And then we've also got the traditional straw coat, which if you guys haven't seen it, is pretty awesome. Pretty perfect for Cranston. All right, so let me see. Slingshot, doctor's mask, cat grass. Good, I know what those look like. Thank you guys so much for your gifts. I've got a couple more spots. I'm gonna go a little faster. Leah, hope you like it from Leah. Thank you, Leah. Then we've got, since you like flowers, I thought you would like this from Leah. And thank you, Leah. I think that just tapped off the, yep. All right, we're full at the end. Oh, a cocoa tree. Thank you very much, Leah. And a flashy flower sign. Thank you so much. Oh, hello, Puddles. I was reading this article online about a fad sweeping the music industry scene right now. Everyone's putting a flashy... You guys, do you think Puddles has just been standing there watching me open every piece of mail like, hey, what you got there? You know, can I see? Because I feel like she's been watching. this all day long. She has been wanting everything that we have got, but I will let her have the flashy flower side. She has been watching me all day and like, what you got in there? It's so cool that everyone I admire can agree that something is cool. And hey, I always want cool things. You have a cool thing, now give it to me. Puddles has been really sassy lately. I almost feel like she's outgrown the island just because she's almost like sassy out of frustration of wanting to move on to new things. Rutabaga, you've got to check the article out. Will Jeff be into it too? Hold on. Are you kidding me? You have one with you right now? Can I need a flashy flower sign. Look at her face. You know when somebody kind of acts, they're acting quite a bit. They're kind of sassy, they're acting really excited, and then they just go deadpan and they take down the mask and you see the desire behind the mask. Look at her face. This is so freaking cute. Coley, I love the idea that Puddles is a freegan. And it's pretty obvious by now, guys, that once again, we won't have Sims time tonight. However, I'm gonna make time this week for it because I absolutely have to dive in the dump with you. It's gonna be fun, I promise. I almost worry that she is the spy bad mom. You may be onto something. Do you think you could sell yours to me? Make an offer, Puddles. For serious? Okay then, let's be serious. How does 585 bells sound? How does 585 bells sound, friends? I will say Puddles is, she's got a face full of determination right now. I know, she is so precious on. I don't think she's the spy. I don't think Puddles would be a spy. I think if anything, she might try to work with some of the other frogs in her family who say they have a magic touch, but she doesn't like to rely on magic. She likes to rely on fame, and fame is more fickle than magic spells. That is true. Puddles has been talking about me not doing anything too incriminating. It's like literally 50-50 right now. Oh my gosh. Wow, you guys are really, wow. We've got some hard votes going here. Oh my word. Oh my gosh. Gianna Sims, welcome. It sounds like a deal. 50-50 with 235 votes for sounds like a deal and 232 votes for give up by 3 votes. Darashine, thank you so much for contributing to that neck and neck event. That was amazing. It was by 3 votes. Oh my gosh. Okay, sounds like a deal, Puddles. For real? Oh, you're so amazing. Yes, Puddles, here you go. Thank you, thank you. All right, hand them bells over. All right. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Rutabaga. You've just made this the best day ever. All right, Puddles, you go ahead and think about what you've done. And we're going to rapid fire, not eat the bamboo shoots. The litter bug is going to be infuriated with me. She's gonna have to put up with it. And we're gonna do our best. All right, doctor's mask. Okay, go, 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 go. I'm already running out of time and we got things to do. Places to be. All right, stretch leggings. I swear, all I can think is how the litter bug would be so upset. But, you know, on my days off over the next couple days, guys, I will put in an order for maid outfits. And I think that that'll be really fun. Next time we have a litter bug day, which may be sooner than the litter bug would prefer, we are going to go ahead and we are going to try giving every single one of our villagers on the whole island a maid outfit. And we're going to see how they react to the maid outfits. Because I think that that would be perfect. We'll know how tidy they like to keep things clean from how they react to the maid outfit for sure. I know the litter bug would be like, I just cleaned this. Oh, but I like having the litter bug persona to be able to like lean back on for when we're tidying things up. And I do think this giraffe print flooring is actually from Luina, which is so sweet of her. I need to figure out how to like do charity fundraising so we can help her out with raising money for the giraffes. Oh, I would love to have multiple colors of maid outfits. We'll have to work on that. Kiara, for fancy Wildberry events. Thank you, Kiara. All right, anything else from Kiara real quick? I think we're good. Onwards. Lexi, to fellow sushi lover Cranston, here's a gift to commemorate our love of 3D sushi. It is a magnificent gift, if I do say so. Just make sure a certain bunny or cat doesn't run off with it, and don't try to eat it. You'd break some teeth. From Lexi. Lexi, what have you sent now? I love the letters that you guys send. All right, there's another letter from Lexi right here. T, the last batch of, wildlife has sold. Yuck, yuck. If it is too suspicious to send bells, so I melted them to create you a payment, yuck yuck. I will be back for more, yuck yuck. Don't disappoint, R. Yuck yuck. You know I'm a little tired when that just hits me so hard. Oh, thank you guys so much for giving me so much laughter. Heckin'. I was feeling pretty sick earlier, and it just makes me feel fantastic to laugh. And you guys give me so much laughter. Yuck, yuck. To Balloonhead, I see you need some power to return to us. Therefore, we are sending you this to efficiently collect it. To infinity and, what was the saying? Oh, forget it. Just get home. The Balloonhead clan, Master Pop? British Lemur, imagine a whole planet of balloon heads. Oh my word. I would love that. If dolphins can be from space, why not our precious balloon head? Sweetest Siri, I saw that you had your eyes on this during the tiki bar party. So I am sending it. Oh, British Lemur, thank you. I know, a whole planet of balloon heads. That would be amazing. That's why we need to work on making Octavian a moon landing at some point this summer. I saw you had your eyes on this during the tiki bar party, so I'm sending it to you so you can save your bells. Maybe pay off your debt to Chips. I do still owe him 2 million bells. Whatever you want. By the way, this is the last day for this postcard. Oh, from Lexi. An awkwarding turtle. Oh, good night, awkward. Good night. I'm so sorry we didn't get to your mail in time. I'm doing my best. We will hopefully be able to catch up with more in the future. Lexi, to Wildberry. Now that a certain rabbit is leaving, be on guard to make certain no other suspicious characters move in. We must protect our island and its critters. The gift is random. Losing my memory from Sheldon. As our park ranger, he would send out letters to everyone to protect Wildberry. And my strawberry cream friend, Meringue. I made this to decorate your new cafe. It looks exactly like the cake I remember you made for me. Make sure Siri sees it after you open your gift. Good luck with the opening. Your whipped friend, Lexi. Oh, you guys, you're all so sweet. And why are the winds above Wildberry so active today? All right, get down. That could be a summer DIY. All right, go on, get down. All right, we got it. All right, good night, awkward. Good night. I will do my best to try to get to the mail. I might have to open a lot of it off camera, but we'll see. Maybe I'll just do a special mail episode. I might do a special mail episode as one of our upcoming as one of our upcoming Animal Crossing episodes that I'll put out. It's not a stream. And that's a really beautiful fancy dress. I love it. Perfect for parties. So hopefully the new, really? Really? No, put it down. Put it down, mill person Siri. That was the gift for Cranston. Okay, so should this go on the beach? Should it go in front of Cranston's place because it was a gift for him in 3D sushi? Or should this be a small helper that Octavian has enlisted to work on all of the bits and parts of his spaceships? What do you guys think? Also, British Lemur, if you enjoy squid and octopi a lot, you would probably like the book series Children of Ruin, which is the sequel to Children of Time, which I've always talked about as one of my favorite sci-fi books, because it is spacefaring octopods. Just saying. Just saying. Hide, Octavian mustn't see it! Well, think about it like this. It could be like a mildly like a dog or a monkey sentient squid that we put out to help him with his construction. Octavian it's just a squid world, but it'll be okay. All right, let's open this up. In front of Cranston's. Okay, guys, we'll put it in front of Cranston's. And what is this? Wait, what? This is what red melted down instead of the bells? I thought it was going to be gold bars. This is awesome. There's a gold wand? All hail Queen Siri. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Oh my word. And thank you, Golden Eagle. Yeah, that's amazing. Bow down. That's going to be perfect for Renaissance Month. I am very excited about that. Thank you so much. All right, let's do this. Solar. Oh, a solar panel. That is so cool. I'm going to put that next to his place. Ooh, an elaborate kimono stand. Okay, I can't look at everything, but I have to look at some of these things. This is just so much fun. I thought the thing I was eyeing up at the tiki party was going to be like a tiki torch. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. I kind of want to cry. I'm so happy. I really wanted this one. I really did. I really wanted to just earn it for myself and not ask because it was so expensive. And thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. That means a lot. We might have to have like a cataloging party so people can find some of the uncommon items like that for sure. That is so beautiful. Oh, a customizable phone kit. Oh, and modeling clay. And a simple kettle. All wonderful things to have. Thank you guys so much for your gifts and for the role play. All right, down we go. Go, 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 go. Oh wait, unread. Yeah. Kyle. Hello, Siri. This is Biscuit here. Oh, Kyle, this is more of Biscuit's news. And Biscuit is one of the police officers who helps out Pierce, by the way, on another island. Pierce got a little mad at me for not telling you what the phone was for. It was scary. Anyway, that phone will take you directly to the police department if needed. Waiting for that play date from Biscuit. Oh, Biscuit. That's such a sweet thing, Kyle. Thank you. Dear Siri, bibbidi bobbidi frog, frugal fraggy frag frog froom boom frog Cranston's clone. What just happened? I know I'm going to get this and it's going to be obvious, but what just happened? It's a puzzle? I need some help on that puzzle. I took a screenshot. I'm going to come back to this to try to understand it, Kyle, because I'm going to need a little bit of help catching up on that. Oh, my word. All right, and there's another thing from Kyle, from Clover. I swear it's imitation. Happy Sunday. I want food from Cece. Oh, my gosh. All right, this is going to be fun to open from Kyle. I'm very curious now. Noah, I think one of Julian's movie props ended up on my island from Ashfeather. Thank you, Noah. Really quick. Okay, I think we're good. Dashing back down. And hey, a backlog. Couple things from you. Dear Siri, is this the right deer? I mean, it is, but is it? From backlog. Okay, I'm going to have to look at that deer in just a second, backlog, and see what you got. All right, and Mayu. Dear Siri, who doesn't love space, beautiful planets, new discoveries, and adventure? From your local panda, Mimi! Mimi! I don't know if you're still here, but thank you so much. I'm finally like digging into some of the things that you sent. Dear Siri, I have no idea what gift I sent you, or if something even got sent in the mail. From your local panda, Mimi. You guys, how are you all so cute and funny when you send things in the mail? It's cracking me up. Oh, hey, Ryan! A trip to paradise! Oh, thank you so much, Smaggle. All right, let's see. Toasty, Lexi, Roya. Oh, another one from Roya. I saw your wedding design video today. You mentioned wanting a grass floor. Hope you enjoy, from Roya. Oh, thank you, Roya. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and try opening these up real quick. Let's see what we got. Quite the pile. All right. Jester shoes. That's gonna be amazing to see. And we have a frog umbrella! You guys! I just remembered! Okay, a little bit of a pivot, but remember earlier I was talking about The Sims 4? And we will have time for The Sims 4 at some point, one day. Guys, I found the frog chair today. It's not in Animal Crossing. However, I have found the frog chair in The Sims 4. Froggy chair. Still exist. Still exist. I know, right, Saber? It's the Nyan chair. I think it's from the Pet Pack expansion. But it's the Nyan chair. And I actually found a froggy chair in The Sims 4. So when we build in The Sims 4 all of the Animal Crossing houses that we were going to do with the Animal Crossing characters turned into Sims, we'll have to remember Froggy Chair. My First Pet. Yes, I think it's from My First Pet. Thank you, guys. I think it's from that, but it's called the Nyan Chair. It's supposed to be a cat, but then there was a green option and I stared at it and I was like, oh, Froggy Chair! So I found Froggy Chair. It's hiding in the My First Pet stuff, just so you guys know. All right, imitation cow skull. Nice. Zen style stone. I'm gonna have to open that. No, come back. Gonna have to see what the Zen style stone looks like. The right Megaleo side. Thank you so much. I'm gonna have to see if that's the one. A new stall, which I'm gonna need to take a peek at. The astronaut suit. Oh, I'm so excited about that. The tropical vista. Thank you so much, Smaggle. And the backyard lawn. That is so freaking ironic that we were just talking about the backyard lawn. Thank you so much, guys. All right, Zen style stone. Can I put this down real quick? That's a grave. What was the context for that one? I can't remember if that's a threat from Kitty in Red. That's a grave. Or if that's just for fun. Turn it around. Okay, I'll turn it around. Okay. Aww. Oh, it's kind of cute. Still a grave. And depending on the context, I'm not sure if that was a threat or not. But I really appreciate having my hands on it. So thank you very much, friends. Heckin'. All right, Cyber Red Panda. Enjoy some gardening. Sincerely, Cyber Red Panda. Some more garden time. Thank you, Cyber. Let's see. Do I have anything else from you real quick? Okay, we're good. Millie. I'm thinking of the Wildberry Bird of Paradise for a sports team. That's an amazing sports team, Millie. I love the idea of calling it the Wildberry Bird of Paradise. Also, I have the recipe for Rocket in Grandpa's house, but sadly I need 2 more stars. Oh, that's so cool, Millie. I would love to see the Rocket at some point. All right, think we're good. And then Jimin. Dear T, you should give this to Siri. Oh, hey, Jay. JC, welcome, welcome. You should give this to Siri. She may just, well, let you in. Also, where's my money from Kay? Kitty and Tiffany, I feel like, would fight like cats and dogs. Just saying. All right, let's open up what we just got so I don't forget who sent what too much. It's getting a little mixed up. Farmer overalls. Thank you guys so much. Maybe we do need a catalog in the coveralls with arm covers. Maybe we do need like a cataloging party after this. Just to catch up with everything. Oh, and an anchor statue. Thank you. But I think that the litter bug is going to want to clean all of this up. Oh, a cherry blossom umbrella and a traditional tea set. Thank you guys so much for the sweet gifts. Where to go? Have you done some cataloging parties? Has anybody here done a cataloging party? Because I've always been a little nervous, but kind of excited about the idea of one. And then Matt. Dear Siri, as a thanks for listening in on our study, we have a gift for you. P.S. I know I spoil you. I can't help it. The Golden Rose Study. Thank you, Matt. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to have to see what you had from March. Dear Siri, for your lunar adventures with Octavian, remember to watch for comets and low-flying trains. That last part may have been from a dream. Prepping for Culture Fest from March. I'm going to put that in my joy journal tonight. I'm going to sleep well and watch for low-flying trains. Oh, you did, Paint Seagull! You organized a catalog party on the Discord a couple weeks ago? It just flew over my head like a low-flying train. I'm gonna think about that. Dear Siri, to replace the turtle that I gifted you that Tiffany stole, I named her Shelly from Alex of Mooncrest Isle. Dear Siri, from my Cranston to yours! There's a gift from Cranston to Cranston here! And March? Oh, unfortunately that one didn't make it. Oh, we have a gift from KK. Nice. And Callie. Dear Miss Siri, I am Chief Apollo with Starlight's Police Department. I am writing on behalf of my colleague, Pierce, and sending you a poster of a wanted criminal. Please be safe and keep a lookout for him. Stay vigilant, Chief Apollo. Thank you so much. You guys add so much story and wonderfulness to what we do. You truly do. Speaking of which, Toasty. Dear Sheldon, heard you were taking your park ranger job a little more seriously. Good for you. Keep it up. From Pierce. I'm so proud of all of you. My roleplay storytelling heart just sings with joy. Dear Meringue, I heard that you have started to take your plan to open a cafe more seriously. I hope this helps you out. From Midge. Oh, just delightful. All right, let me go ahead and open some of these up. Where to go? You have Apollo too? And Cyber, thank you so much for the farmer and coveralls. Thank you, thank you. A gold rose crown. Just a casual gold rose crown. I actually have one. Can I give one to Julian? I want to give one to Julian so bad. Do you think that's kosher? Even though it was a gift to me, but I think a gift to Julian is a gift to me. Also, that's the Winds Above Wildberry. Oh, you're Callie. Where to go? Thank you. There's so many different usernames, by the way, you guys. If I ever mix up who's who, it is not intentional. There's just so many people, and you all have more or less different names across different platforms. So if I ever forget so-and-so goes with so-and-so, just remember, I always tell you the story about when I called my cousin, his wife at their wedding, the wrong name, the entire wedding, including the part where I got up in front of everybody who I mostly didn't know and made a tiny little speech about how happy I was for Jeffrey and Susan, and that wasn't Susan. I'm not good with names. And Kaylee, thank you. Oh, so yeah, like their names aren't Jeffrey or Susan, but those are just some examples. A bottled ship. I'm gonna have to give some bottled ships. Oh, and space boots. Yes. I'm gonna have to give some bottled ships to Bengal because I think that she would really love that. In fact, maybe we should buy a bunch of bottled ships and say that she took all of the villagers out on the ship, and however they gift us or react will be how they reacted to going on her ship and seeing the sharks. That'll be fun. And a shell stool, a new turtle to put on our shores. Thank you so much. An ant farm from one Cranston to another. Oh, there's KK's drive-in. We have got Raymond's poster. The wanted criminal. We'll put this up in our attic. Absolutely. A firefighter's hat for our new shirt for Sheldon to be able to give to his little assistant. And a diner uniform for Meringue from Midge. Thank you guys so much. All right, how much more can I get in my pockets? All right, Diane. T. Darling, I wanted to let you know that darned eagle is on our tails. I'm sending you an insurance policy. Should we get compromised, we'll meet up at Tall Stalk Island. Yes, now we have a new place to add to our roleplay, guys. Watch yourself, from Kay. Very fun. Queen. My friend Pierce, our island founder, seemed out of sorts lately. She muttered something about a private detective and this tape I made a copy of. Something about turtles. You know anything about this? I'm worried about her. From Apollo. I love the idea that Pierce and Apollo have like a police friendship. That's really cool. They both have worked for it together. Callie, here's some extra Nook Miles tickets. May you find a good villager. Sincerely. Oh, Kaylee. Sorry, Kaylee. I forgot the tickets. That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. And Meg from Flower Cove. Hate to bug you with this. Your choice if this goes to Cranston. Happy holidays from Meg, who is currently enjoying winter on their island. And Queen. Hey, Pierce. Becky's leaving for better pastures tomorrow, and all Miss Turtle talks about these days is finding a detective in her place. Even found this buried in her yard labeled evidence. This is getting worrisome. From Apollo. All right. That's so much fun. Oh, Queen. That's Awkward Turtle, and we missed them again. Is that another balloon? No, it's just Puddles. Puddles, I'm getting kind of tired. So I might have thought you were a balloon, and I might have just been about to shoot you with the slingshot. It wouldn't have been personal. All right, Nook Miles tickets. Thank you very much. The film projector. I think this is from the Winds Above... Nope, the Nook Miles tickets. And then we've got... Oh, wait, what? It's a tiny bug cage! I have had many wonderful things today. It has been quite a wonderful night. It has been an amazing occasion to dig through so much mail. I am so deeply appreciative of all of this. And I think the bug cage just set me over the edge. I am now oversaturated with the wonders that all of you have brought to me. It's a bug cage. And Chesta, thank you very much for the tea time. Why does Kix only want to sell me the same pair of shoes every week and the same pleather bag? And why does he not gift me with things like bug cages? I would be overjoyed. Oh, for Cranston, so he can take his best bug boy or girl on a walk. Will the villagers ever use the bags? I wish they would use the bags. That would be so perfect. Oh, I wish they would use the bags so much. Oh, Winds of Wildberry, what now? A coffee cup, because they know I'm getting tired. And then an accessory stand. Thank you guys so much. Holy canoodles. I've got room for at least one more in my pockets right now. Oh my goodness. Oh, Toasty. We're doing this. Dear Siri, I have nothing to say except give this to Octavian for me. Yours truly, the Queen of Frogs. All right, what do we have for old man Octavian? I don't think I've given him a gift yet today. All right, what's in here? The thank you, Dad mug. Oh my word. Well, all right, guys. It is actually my bedtime, and I just heard Chips scritching at my door, wondering if we're going to bed. I was going to say that I was going to open all of the rest off camera, but I'm gonna meet you guys halfway. I'm going to have another special episode of opening up all of the mail. So I'm going to make an episode for our YouTube of opening up all of the mail as post-woman Siri, because this is just too much fun with the roleplay to pass up. Hopefully I'll be able to keep up with it more in the future, because I don't want to squish your guys' creativity, because this has just honestly been one of the delights of my night and the delight of my week. But I need to be able to keep up with it a little bit more. So we'll figure out the pace. I might be able to lift restrictions. Like we might have some weeks where I can be like, restrictions on mail have now been lifted from Wildberry. Please feel free to add more. And then I might quickly be like, restrictions are back in place. Please hold on till next week or else you will swamp the Siri. But all right, so I will open all of these up on a special episode so that we can make sure we share all of the cool things that you all have created. And I am going to find Octavian and give him this thank you dad mug to be able to wrap things together. Terrashine! Terrashine? Rude! You can get bit by the mosquitoes? That is rude. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious. And Terrashine, thank you from the bottom of my heart. That is fantastic of you to have gone through and counted all of the mail. 74 pieces of mail by the count. Terrashine, you earn all of the claps and the wonder. I deeply appreciate that. Also, Meringue is actually going ahead and she is indeed thinking. Let's talk to her real quick. Let's give Octavian his gift and then let's pick somebody to raid. Are you getting tired of me saying novel? You guys, what's something that Meringue could say? And we need to give her the ring. What's something that Meringue could say that is a good lure, like allusion to Julian? Strawberry, sweet pea, strawberry, baking related? Okay, let's do something baking related. Let's do strawberry. Okay, everybody wants strawberry. Strawberry sounds adorable. All right. We're gonna have her say strawberry, and we're gonna see if her catchphrase spreads around the island. We're gonna take that as an indicator that her little cafe and her cooking is strawberry, strawberry. I like the way it rolls off my tongue. Thank you so much. I feel like I discovered a whole new side of myself, strawberry. Okay, that's freaking adorable. All right. Oh my gosh, Jeremac, I did the wishing on a star thing in one day as well. It was ridiculous. It took me forever. It was amazing. Let's give Meringue the ring really quickly. From Julian. He was just serenading her after all. We're gonna find Octavian and give him the mug. And we're gonna have an amazing night. Let's do this, guys. I heard CJ's somewhere on the island tonight. Chips is gonna like side-eye me, but at least I have the olive flounder prepared. Too bad I don't have the great whites prepared. And I'm going to get my reward before I go to bed tonight. All right, thank you for letting me know CJ is somewhere on the island, Meringue. Let's do this, guys. All right. The ring. Not a wedding ring or an engagement ring or anything to Meringue, just an extremely expensive gift of love or something from Julian, the prince, who of course can buy as many of these as he could possibly want to Meringue. What? You're really giving me a ring? Okay, I think she's reacting well to it. Thanks so much. I love that color. I've been looking at things like this to use as accents in my place. I want you to have my sleeved apron. Okay. I'm gonna interpret that as, I mean, I guess, as the idea that she wants to bake him something. How about that? Maybe it's just like a ring pop. And let's just say, hey Jenny, welcome. I'm gonna say that she wants to cook him something. So he gives her extremely expensive ring, and she's like, oh, I need to make him a cake. Should we give him the apron to see how he would respond to possibly having something baked by her? What do you guys think? Yeah, I may think it's a real ring because it's expensive, but Julian would totally spend 69,000 bells on some gourmet candy. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and give him the apron to say that this is Meringue making him a special meal after getting that ring from him. Hey Laura, welcome! Oh my gosh. Is this really a sleeved apron? Okay. That's actually really cute. Hey, not bad. Really not bad at all. Dare I say good? Okay, I think he enjoyed the meal she made. And that was it. Okay, I think maybe they had like a nice date together is what we'll say. All right, where's Octavian? Where's my old man? That was really cute. Yeah, giraffe friends. I like that idea. All right, let me find Julian, or not Julian. Ah! All right, I'll take care of that later because I have to play a little bit more tonight to see if I can get a special track. Where's Octavian? He was literally just floating around here, our wonderful balloon head, for ages, and now there he is. I got him. Tackle him. How's it going, Splash? All right, old man Octavian, this is for you. Thank you, Dad Mug. What in the? Thank you, Dad Mug. Thanks. I was just thinking I could use one of these doodads. And that's that. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. It has been so much fun. I'm losing my voice right on time. Yay! And I love the mail. I'm sorry that I have put it off for so long. I did not mean to. Shh. Me. I did not mean to put off the mail as long as I did. We've just had some very busy weeks. Hopefully the new regulations on Wildberry will keep the roleplay and the excitement and gifts coming. Also, I would like to give them to you guys too, hopefully one day. But until then, I will open up the rest of the mail on camera, but it will be through our normal episodes later this week to try to catch everything up. Then we might end up having another like angry litterbug day, or I might just get it all cleaned up off camera so we can finally start making progress on Wildberry again. However, I will be taking, I'm literally losing my voice right now, so this is good timing. I will be taking the next couple days off as usual for our cheery days where Chips and I just have my weekend, since I give you guys the normal weekend to spend with all of you. And I may or may not take Thursday off depending. It depends on how much I'm able to get done for YouTube, because that is still my main job. It feeds me. But you guys are very wonderful. I can't wait to spend more time with all of you. Y'all know who we're gonna go have to see now. Can you guys join me in raiding Luina? She's been raising money for giraffes, and that just warms my heart. You know how much I love giraffes. You know how much it means to me to give her that support. And she's also hanging out in Animal Crossing. So I hope you guys have such a great night. Thank you so much, Claire. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. Have a good time, guys. Give Luina our loves and send the giraffes forth. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.